Now, you were telling me too earlier, you shared with me that you don't have to do this on just a wood deck application, right? That this is something that's really unique that we can do this with stones.
So normally all decks either have to have pressure treated wood or some kind of composite material.
Okay.
Or epay or something like that. There's now another alternative where you can actually build a stone terrace on a traditional wood deck.
Well, I think that you have definitely convinced me that I need you to come over to my house. This is really great, Tom. Thanks so much for sharing this with us. Now, stay tuned. Mom is up next with a great green tip.
It's important that you change the air filter on your furnace so that it'll last longer and you'll breathe cleaner air. Now, whether you live in an apartment, a house, or a condo, it doesn't matter. All of you need to be changing those air filters, of course, unless you have a permanent air filter installed on your furnace. Now, first question you might ask yourself is, where is it even located? Well, it's going to be located behind your cold air return vent. How do you know which is cold air? Well, crank up your furnace or crank up your air conditioner, depending on the season of the year. Put your hand over it, and if you feel air coming out of it, that's not the right vent. We're looking for where the air is going back into your furnace. That's where it's sucking all of the dirt out of your room. And generally, all they'll have on them are little tabs like this that you can simply open up and hinge right down. Wow, take a look at this filter that we have in here. This is a dirty filter because, believe it or not, this should be all white. It's telling us two things. First of all, it's telling us that it's doing its job. Second thing it's telling us, time to change it. Now, how often do you need to change your filter? It depends on how many people there are in your house, how big your house is, whether you have pets or not. It's a good rule of thumb, though, to change your filter at least every 30 days. Now, you don't know what size of filter you need? That's pretty simple, too. Right up on the top or the side of your filter that's in there right now, it will tell you exactly the size you need. So just write that down, and then you'll have it handy. Before you get it completely out of here, though, check along the side and see if you don't see an arrow. You see an arrow like this? That tells you what direction you need to put this back into your position here. So make a note of that, too, before you pull it out. Now, these are disposable filters, so go to your home improvement store, you buy yourself a new one, just like that. Double check those arrows to make sure they're going toward the furnace, and you simply pop it back in place. Write down the date that you changed the filter, like I did right here. Then, in case you forget and you wonder, how long has that filter been in there? You can simply open it up and take a look at it. Now, while you've got this door down, go ahead and take some good cleaner and some paper towels and wipe all the extra dirt and lint off the back of the filter as well as on the front of it. That way you'll get all of that pollution, the mold, the PHAT dander, smoke particles, and everything else that's going through the air out of your system.
We'd like to thank all of our guests today for all of the great information they provided on solar energy, rain barrels, and even how to clean up the air inside our homes. Now, next time on For Your Home, we're headed to the North Carolina mountains. We're going to visit our family's vacation cabin in the woods. We're going to do a little old-fashioned cleaning, some repair, and some much-needed updating. We'll install an energy-efficient door, some new lighting, and even swap out a ceiling fan. The view alone is what you're tuning in for.